I used to be like physically allergic to saving money. The word budget felt like a prison sentence, and any dollar I put away was a dollar I couldn't spend on something fun right now. I was just stuck in this awful cycle of earning, spending, and then feeling guilty about it. But then I figured out I could trick my own brain. I turned saving money into a game so addictive I actually couldn't wait to play. This is the story of how I used a few simple dopamine hacks and habit loops to save thousands, and how you can set up the exact same game for yourself. Let's be real for a second. Traditional saving is broken. It's all about deprivation. It feels like you're just constantly telling yourself, no. No, you can't have the takeout. No, you can't buy the new sneakers. No, you can't go on that weekend trip. Psychologically, our brains are wired to avoid loss. And every time you move money to savings, your brain can register it as a loss. We're asked to give up immediate fun for some foggy, far-off future reward. Our brains run on a feel-good chemical called dopamine, which we get in anticipation of a reward. Marketers are all over this. It's why online shopping is so frictionless. With one-click checkouts and buy now, pay later deals, they give you that instant dopamine hit. Saving, on the other hand, it has a massive marketing problem. There's no immediate reward, so our brain just sees it as all pain and no gain. I was trapped in this exact mindset, thinking I was just bad with money. But the truth was, I was playing a game I was designed to lose. My big turning point came from a pretty unlikely place: video games. I had this realization that game developers are absolute masters of motivation. Think about it. They get us to do the same repetitive tasks for hours and hours, all for that thrill of leveling up, unlocking a new achievement, or getting a rare piece of loot. So I thought, what if I could apply those same ideas to my own bank account? The new mission was to rebuild the entire process of saving so that it triggered the same feel-good dopamine release that spending does. By gamifying it, I could make saving feel like winning. It was no longer about what I had to give up. It was about beating the system, my own system. I came up with a new game for myself with 3 core rules, or as I call them, dopamine hacks. First things first, I had to change the language. The word budget was completely banned. In its place, I made a spending plan. That simple word swap changed my whole perspective from one of restriction to one of intention. But the real game changer was how I started thinking about saving. It wasn't about depriving myself anymore. It was about paying my future self first. I started giving my savings accounts exciting, specific names. My generic savings account became the 2026 Serengeti Adventure Fund. All of a sudden, saving $100 wasn't about losing it from my checking account. It was about buying myself a piece of a future safari. This simple trick reframes saving from a loss into a real, tangible gain, which makes it so much more emotionally satisfying. If you're starting to see how this could work for you, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that this stuff is valuable, and honestly, it gives me a nice little dopamine hit of my own. Next, I turned my huge goals into a series of smaller quests, just like in a video game. That Serengeti trip was the main quest, but it was way too big to tackle in one go. So I broke it down into smaller, much more achievable side quests. My very first quest was simple: save $1,000. To keep myself hooked, I started using visual trackers. I got a simple savings app and just watched that progress bar fill up. Every single time I put money in, I got to see the bar get a little bit closer to the goal. That visual feedback is everything. It gives you the immediate reward that normal saving just doesn't have. And when I hit a milestone, I'd celebrate, not by blowing a bunch of cash, but with a small, pre-planned reward that reinforces the good habit, like getting my favorite coffee or just having a movie night. This creates a positive feedback loop that makes you want to keep playing the game. This last hack is the ultimate cheat code: automation. The single most effective way to save money is to make it totally invisible and effortless. I set up an automatic transfer from my checking to my savings for the day after my paycheck lands. That way, the money is gone before I even have a chance to miss it or dream up other ways to spend it. Doing this removes all the friction and the need for willpower. Your brain is always going to choose the path of least resistance. So by making saving the default option, you're basically hacking your own laziness for your own good. It's the set it and forget it strategy that guarantees you're always making progress on your quests without any mental struggle. So that's the system. You reframe your mission by changing your language and naming your goals. You gamify the whole process with quests and visual trackers. And finally, you automate your savings to make it completely effortless. I honestly used to think that saving money was just a chore for people who had way more willpower than me. I was wrong. It's not about willpower. It's about working with your brain instead of fighting against it. By turning saving into a game, I made it more addictive and way more rewarding than spending ever was. You are player one in the game of your finances. It's time to start writing your own rules. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more tips on making your money work for you. And for your first quest, comment below with one financial goal you're going to start saving for. Let the games begin.